A tragic accident has left a man dead on San Antonio's west side. He was trimming a neighbor's tree when he hit a live power line and got electrocuted. It happened on South Sandario Street around 8 this morning. The man's name has not been released, but they say everyone here knows him because of his kindness to others. The fire commander says the man was up in the giant pecan tree using a pole saw, which is essentially a long stick, when he struck the live wire.
Units arrived on scene and we determined that until CPS was able to physically de-energize that line, they did it remotely, but to be on the safe side, we waited until they physically de-energized it, and then we started our recovery efforts at that point. The gentleman was pronounced at 9:25.
He's been with us in church for too many years, and he always used to help us in everything. He even cut the trees at the church and everything. He was a lovely person, and I think he's from Honduras.
The recovery effort to bring the victim's body out of the tree was done carefully and respectfully. CPS was on hand to begin repair work on the electrical line right away. A family escaped a house fire, but sadly they lost their pet. Investigators are trying to figure out what caused the home to go up in flames on the far northeast side. Rania Kaur has the latest.
The family told me all three of them were able to get out safely, but unfortunately one of their pets, their dog, died as a result of this fire. As you can see, the home still has visible damage on the outside. You can see the window where firefighters smashed in to try to get to the smoke and the flames. There's also a scorch mark above the door.
The family woke up to flames and smoke around midnight at their home near Stall Road. As you can see in the video, the smoke is just billowing out from the home. When fire crews got there, that's what they saw, smoke coming from the second floor. The damage and smoke, the San Antonio Fire Department says, was so severe it took them more than half an hour to get the flames under control.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. We'll keep you updated on air and online. From the far northeast side, I'm Rania Kaur, KENS 5.
A tsunami alert leaves people on edge in Hawaii and along the entire west coast. It was triggered after one of the world's strongest earthquakes hit off of Russia's coast, a magnitude 8.8. The mayor of Honolulu then urged people to get to higher ground. Lines of vehicles stretched for miles with drivers stuck in traffic trying to evacuate.
Decided to go to elevated ground. We've passed a couple other gas stations that you can't even get in them.
The first tsunami waves hit Hawaii early this morning, flooding parking lots and boat harbors. The largest wave so far was off the coast of Maui, measuring about 6 feet high. No major injuries have been reported. In new court filings, the Justice Department is urging federal judges in New York to unseal grand jury information in the Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell sex trafficking cases, citing high public interest. It comes as the president is also revealing new information about his falling out with the late convicted sex offender. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
He took people, and because he took people, I say, don't do it anymore.
Speaking aboard Air Force One, President Trump gave more details into his falling out with Jeffrey Epstein, who he eventually banned from his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida.
I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago, and people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, gone.
The president acknowledged one of those workers was Virginia Gouffre, who alleges Ghislaine Maxwell approached her in the spa back in 2000 when she was only 16.
I was reading about anatomy and massage, and that's when Ghislaine came up to me.
Gouffre, whose family says died by suicide earlier this year, was one of Epstein's most public sex trafficking accusers. In a 2020 interview with Gayle King, she called Maxwell the mastermind of his sex trafficking operation.
She is a monster. She's worse than Epstein. She did things even worse than Epstein did. I would like to see Ghislaine stay in jail forever.
Maxwell is now appealing her 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking to the U.S. Supreme Court and to President Trump, asking for clemency. The House Oversight Committee wants to hear from Maxwell, but a new letter from her attorney says she cannot risk further criminal exposure in a politically charged environment without formal immunity. A congressional spokesman says the committee will not consider granting immunity for her testimony. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.